PS4 accessories under $30. There will be links in the video description down below to all of the products featured in today's video in case you want to go buy it yourself on Amazon. We're going to be taking a look at all of these accessories here today, unboxing them, setting them up, and adding them to our PS4 gaming setup over in the living room that I'll show you in just a moment. If you want to go watch my full video where we actually built the console gaming setup over in the living room, press the card somewhere on the screen right now and that'll take you to that video. But apart from that, let's get these guys unboxed. First of all, we have a wireless keyboard for the PS4. This came in just a few days ago from Amazon. Let's get this guy opened up using the old karambit knife here. This is something that I believe will just plug straight into your controller. As for what you actually get in the box when you buy one of these PS4 wireless keyboards, you get the keyboard itself, of course. This will plug into your controller, and I'll plug that in just a moment and make sure it actually works and all. You get a micro USB cable to actually charge the keyboard itself. Very simple, and then a user guide. We'll test all these products in just a moment. We're just gonna unbox them all first. Next up, we have one of these charging stands for your PS4 controllers. You can pop a total of 2 controllers on here and charge them. Instead of you manually kind of plugging in a cable and charging your controllers overnight, for example, you're just gonna always have them on a stand. The controllers will actually have like a dedicated spot to, I guess, be when you're not using them. So having them on a stand, I think, is like ideal. I'm pretty sure most people who have PS4s would probably benefit from having one of these controller stands, as I do have 2 options here for you guys. We have this twin docking station here and then a controller charging station here as well. Both, you know, very similar products, just kind of different designs. Both will be linked down below in the description, of course, and you can kind of pick and choose which one you kind of like more, because I will be installing both of them. I'll kind of test them both out. Personally, I think I'm going to be leaning more towards this kind of design rather than this one. This one to me kind of looks a lot more clean, and it's just kind of personal preference really. Maybe you like this kind of design more. So let's go ahead and get these controller stands unboxed. Wow, it's not even taped or anything. No need for the karambit knife. Once again, we seem to get a micro USB cable. Very cool. The controller stand itself, which it is all made out of plastic. You got some clear see-through plastic over here where the controller is actually going to be docking onto. By the looks of things, there are 2 blue LEDs, I think, with these ones. Yeah, there are 2 blue LEDs on either side of the micro USB connector. So when you plug your controller in, those LEDs will light up and actually, you know, show you that, hey, the controller's plugged in, it's charging, it's all good, man. So that's all cool. Over on the back of the controller stand, there is a micro USB port, which you're going to be plugging in the micro USB cable into. But as for the actual quality of the product, it seems to be pretty decent. I mean, it is very inexpensive. It's just a little charging stand with micro USB ports on it. We do have an actual stand that this will sit on. So basically this whole thing here, you can wrap that off. I think this will just kind of snap into place probably, right? Is that it? There we go. So in the end, it should look a little something like this once you construct all of it. It's a very simple build, but yeah, a little controller stand. We're going to be putting these to the test, of course, in just a moment. That's one of the controller stands unboxed. Let's put everything else back inside here. Boom. All right, next up, we have the twin docking station. This is the one I'm probably going to end up using in the actual console gaming setup over in the living room. Alrighty, twin docking station. Let's get this guy unboxed as well. Ooh, all right, this was a little bit better packaged. I think these are both very similarly priced, but so far I'm liking this one a lot more for some reason. Okay, so very well presented. All right, I actually see how this is going to work. So these, I believe, will be like almost permanently plugged into your controller. So, you know, you're gonna plug this into your controller, and then all you gotta do is kind of just like dock it into this. There's no need to actually plug in a micro USB cable. Well, this is like a very elegant system. Okay, so we have option 1 right here with this kind of design for the whole docking station, and then we have this one here. This is using matte plastic instead of glossy plastic. Personally, I do prefer the matte finish over the glossy one over there, and this actually takes a very different approach to the way you're going to be docking your controllers onto it and actually charging them. You're going to be plugging this little device into each of the controllers, and all you got to do is simply like kind of just put the controller on top of the stand. There's no need to actually like jam it into the micro USB port, as these metal contacts here will make contact with the other contacts over there and it'll charge your controller. You just kind of pop the controller on the stand. These LEDs will light up to show you that they're actually charging, and to be completely honest, it's like a pretty cool design. I like it. As for the micro USB cable, it comes out of the very back of this charging station and it is non-detachable. Moving on, we have a product that I'm very excited about and I think would look good in almost any living room like console gaming setup. The PS4 icons, but they all light up. So it has RGB, I believe. It should be pretty cool. Let's take a look at what you get in the box. It's probably just this, isn't it? Like, I don't think you need much with it. Okay, very cool. Alrighty, so micro USB cable, check, and then the icons themselves that will light up. So we got green, red, blue, and like a pink color as well. We have a button over here to actually change the lighting modes, as I believe there are 3 lighting modes to choose from in total. And over on the other side, over on the back of this whole icons lighting thingy, we have the micro USB port here as well, where of course you're going to be plugging in this guy and then powering the whole device via micro USB. Next up, we have kind of a questionable product, and one that I wasn't entirely sure if I should include in the video, but we essentially have a gigantic RGB fan that you are going to be placing beneath your PS4. Right, so you pretty much get all of this. You're going to be placing your PS4 on top of it. Hopefully it fits nicely on here. And this will essentially help keep your PS4 cool, as of course there is a fan beneath here. Doesn't seem to be, you know, the best fan on earth, but it's a fan nevertheless. The main, I guess, feature of this product is the fact that it has LED lighting all over it. So this should technically make the bottom of your PS4 kind of light up and gives your PS4 kind of like a pedestal almost to sit on. And if you have like an RGB themed living room, or you just kind of like the whole idea of things lighting up and just lights in general, and you kind of want to make your room look a little bit more flashy and cool, you can add one of these to your PS4 gaming setup. Hopefully it does turn out to actually look good, but to be completely honest, I'm kind of questioning the whole practicality of this product and whether or not it's actually any good. We'll find out, I guess, in a moment. And finally, we have the premium storage tower. Just a little something I'd throw in, as if you have like a living room gaming setup for your PS4, you could probably benefit from having one of these, especially if you have tons of games and they're kind of just lying around. So essentially this little gadget will just kind of give you a place to actually store all of your games. In my situation, I think we only have one game, which is like FIFA 20, but as we slowly grow our PS4, you know, game collection, we can go ahead and add more and more games to this stand. This does come with quite a few parts though. Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, this looks very sleek, very nice. Right, so I've gone ahead and built this whole storage tower. It took a little bit of time, but I finally managed to get it done. Essentially, what you're going to be using this thing for is just, you know, game storage. It's really that simple. All right, now that we have everything unboxed, everything ready to go, the wireless keyboard, the RGB icons, this weird fan-looking thing, the game storage, 2 different charging stations. I'll be testing both of them out, but I'll probably just go with that one in the end. Right, let's move all this stuff over to the PS4 gaming setup over in the living room. All right, let's go. Today's video is brought to you by the Tech Block merch store. Go check it out. First link in the video description. We have t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, all sorts of designs, but does it have RGB? All sorts of things on sale over on the Tech Block merch store. Go check it out. First link in the video description. If you're interested in supporting the Tech Block YouTube channel, go check out the merch store, pick something up. If you do end up picking up something from the merch store, be sure to send me a photo of you wearing it so that I can give you a shout out on social media. All right, now back to the video. All right, let's head over to the living room then. Go through here. Ooh, I think we have Toby working away. We're gonna have to stop Toby. It's gonna be loud. Toby, that's enough. Yep, just stop there. Okay, cool. We have all of the accessories over here on the coffee table with the light up LED icons here. One of the charging stands, the other charging stand, and then the game storage thing as well. I think the first thing we should probably test out is the whole game storage. Oh, that did just kind of fall apart there. But that's fine, that's just like the bottom piece. We can pop the FIFA 20 in, because that's the only game we actually have. Just like that, wow. Doesn't that look amazing? So we can, unfortunately this doesn't quite fit, like, you know, inside of one of these shelves. Oh, and that keeps falling off. Unfortunately this TV stand doesn't seem to, you know, work with this very well. Like, it would be great if I could put this, like, you know, within one of the shelves, but it just doesn't fit. So moving on though, we do have these things. So I'm gonna probably test out this device first. Let's go ahead and plug it in via micro USB. All right, PS4's booted up. Oh, and the lights are already lit up. Okay, so first charging station is plugged in. The lights have already lit up. However, only one of the lights have lit up. So perhaps when you plug it in, the other one lights up. Now, I've not used this product, so do you kind of just slide it in like this? Okay, I guess you do. Okay, so as you can see, the controller's plugged in, and instead of the light being blue, like it is up top here, it turned red to, I guess, show you that, all right, the controller's not fully charged yet. What if we grab a second controller, because we do have 2, and put it into the one up top? Okay, we've gone ahead and plugged in the other controller. Now both of the LEDs have set themselves to red. So if we put this thing back down here, where I'd probably be keeping it, like, you know, beside the PS4 here, I feel like this once again doesn't work very well with this kind of TV stand like functionally it works fine. It's pretty easy to actually plug the controller in. It kind of just like slots into place without any problem. But overall, it does seem to be a pretty good product. However, I would have preferred if they made this whole thing like a matte finish instead of a glossy finish for a few reasons. I feel like dust is going to show up a lot more on this glossy one, and fingerprints, scratches are also kind of much easier to see on a glossy finish like this, and it kind of feels a bit more cheap than the matte finish over on this charging stand, which we're going to check out in a second. But overall, it does seem to be like a pretty good little charging station for your PS4 controllers. Right, let's undock these guys. So when you actually unplug them, watch the light turn from red to blue. Cool, now they're both blue. So they're ready to charge your controllers. Now I'm plugging these directly into the back of my TV, and already I've noticed a difference with this one. Okay, so with this product, let's pop these dongles off of here first. This is how it looks like. Pretty cool, just matte finish. So that's all cool. But as for the actual device itself, we have two LED lights here. Both of these are currently set to blue. These will, I'm guessing, change color once you actually dock controllers on top of here. Now you may be like, how on earth do you actually like dock controllers onto this thing? Well, take this little dongle thing that you get with it with the two connectors on the bottom, and the micro USB port is on here as well. So all you gotta do is plug this dongle looking thing into your PS4 controller, just like this. Now your controller will look a little bit different now that it has this thing attached to it. Now this will essentially allow your controller to be charged kind of like wirelessly, but it's not like Qi charging or anything. All you gotta do is kind of make sure that the metal contacts line up, and boom, it's charging. That worked out well. Where's the other controller gone? There it is. Let's plug the other dongle into this controller as well. So just plug it in. Honestly, it's like really simple. Alrighty, let's pop both of the controllers on here. As you can see, the orange light there, it is actually charging. You can pop the other one on there as well. And now that one is charging as well. As you can see right there, for the second controller, which is this one here, the light actually turned red to indicate that the battery on this one's low. But for this controller, it appears that the battery is actually fine, because that one's on blue, and this controller is the only one that's actually charging. What if we kind of flip these around? Will this one be charging now? No, that one's still on blue, just to make sure like it's not defective or anything. And then this one should turn red to indicate that the first controller is charging. All right, man. I'm pretty happy with this, to be honest. Like, it looks very good, like almost like OEM, because it kind of matches the actual design of the PS4 in a way. So yeah, this controller charging station right here, I definitely recommend. Like, it's pretty damn nice, man. I like it. All right, and now we have this device here, the one that I'm probably most excited for, but I'm also really, really pleased with this product here. Like, this charging station's sick, man. But I feel like this is gonna really add a lot to this living room. It's gonna look so good, man. All right, so I'm gonna probably end up leaving this LED icon thingy beneath the PS4 over on like the bottom shelf, or maybe we can put it like on top of the PS4 now, because that's kind of too big. So I'm gonna probably just put this guy beneath over on the bottom shelf here and kind of see how it looks like. All right, so to actually turn this guy on, we have to, ooh, damn, that looks good, man. Okay, so this has 3 LEDs, this has a total of 4, this has 4 as well, and this has 4 as well, man. Damn, this looks sick. So we have a few actual modes to choose from here, and there is actually a music mode as well, which appears to just kind of like make them dance around. So I think we're in the music mode right now, but okay, this is off. This is on with all of them just being static colors. We have this one, which I'm guessing is like breathing, or yeah, it's kind of like a weird breathing effect. And then we have the crazy music mode, which I'm not actually too sure if it reacts to sound, because I don't know if there's an actual microphone inside of here, but perhaps it does, I don't know, because when I'm speaking, it does kind of move around a lot. However, I think I'm going to be leaving it on this mode, because it just looks so sick, dude. Let's turn the lights off in the kitchen as well. There's the whole PS4 setup slowly being put together, man. It looks so good, actually. I really like this. So you can sit down here on the couch. This looks cool, man. All right, last but not least, we do have the whole wireless keyboard to test out, and I have been charging it via micro USB, because there is a micro USB port over like on the front of the controller here, or the keyboard in this case. So what we got to do is actually flip a switch that says on off. So okay, I've turned it on. A little blue light is flashing there, as you can maybe see. For a moment there, I actually thought I wasn't able to attach this keyboard onto the controller because of the micro USB like wireless charger thingy for the charging dock. But we managed to get them both on there. It's really not that hard. Okay, so what you have to do, I think, is go onto settings on PS4, head over to devices, Bluetooth devices, DualShock 4. Okay, so I'm using this one now. Samsung 7 series, yeah, great. What is this? There's like a blank, oh, Razer wireless charger. Bluetooth keyboard, this might be the one. Enter passkey. Did that do it? I think it did it. All right, the little wireless keyboard that we've attached to the controller is working absolutely fine. I'm just mashing G now. Let's type hello. Look how easy it is to type on PS4 now. Like, personally, I'm not the biggest fan of like using this on-screen joystick keyboard. I really don't like it. Some people, like my roommate, they're used to this thing, and I feel like this is just a much better way to type. And I think what's possible is that you can probably unplug this keyboard. I'm pretty sure you can use this keyboard without a controller. Yeah, you can. You just, because it is just like a battery-powered Bluetooth keyboard. After all, you don't really need a controller for it. All right, that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been Cool Tech, under $30 for PS4, and we've definitely upgraded the old living room setup here. We've added some game storage, a controller charging station, a wireless Bluetooth keyboard, and most importantly, some pretty cool lights beneath the TV there as well. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Links are down below in the description to all the products featured in today's video in case you want to go buy them yourself on Amazon. But yeah, apart from that, guys, hope to see you in another video soon. Goodbye.